Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to see how to do this question, which is the best time to buy and sell a stock. So basically, what we are given over here is that uh, basically we are given an input array, and each index represents the number of days at which represents the price of the stock at that particular day. So here this is the first day, this is the second day, this is the third day, this is the fourth, fifth, and sixth. Now we have to find out. Now you want to maximize the profits. So what we are supposed to do this, you to supposed to maximize the profit from each transaction. And if you cannot return any profit, then return zero. So for example, let's take the first one which they have given. These are the prices, and the answer is 5. So what this basically means is that buy on day 2. This is the second day, and which has the price of 1, and sell it on the fifth day, which is the price of 6. So 6 minus 1 is 5. That is the maximum profit one can earn. So how do we do it? So the approach which I will be using over here is of 2-pointer approach. So what does a 2-pointer means? Here left will be for the buying and right will be for the selling. So I'll first initialize left as 0 index and right at the first index. So here will be the left and here will be the right. So what will happen is that on the first day, I'm saying 7 is purchased, and that is what I have as purchase. And on the second day, it is sold. So what I'll do is I'll iterate the right one will be iterated through the entire array of this. So let me just write down the array which I have. Quantity 7, 1, 5, 3, 6, 4. So what I am planning to do is to keep left over here and right over here for the first time. So this is the day when the person buy, and this is the day when the person sells. So I'll iterate this through the entire length of the days. So while right is less than length of the given array of prices, I'll keep on going. And then what I'll do is if. So there are two chances. That is, that is, what if it's a profitable, like the next day? What if the next day it's a profitable day? So in that case, what it will be is that profit is equal to prices of right minus prices of left. So this is when profit. Alright. And there is another case when there is no profit. So firstly, if there is a profit, we uh, register the profit, right? Now, so there are two basically conditions. So like the first condition is if profit. So in that case, what happens is that this value will be bigger than this value. So that is during when there is a profit. So so during profit, the first condition is the first condition is if there is a profit. So what I will do is like the way how do I write that is that rises of left greater than if rises of left greater than if rises of the right greater than rises of left. So that is when there is a profit. So in that case, what I would do is I will first then I will log and I will calculate how much the profit was. So profit equals rises of right minus rises of the left. And I'll also calculate how much the max profit is. And max profit is equal to max of profit amount max profit. So basically what this does is that it finds out whatever is the maximum value from these and it updates this. So in the end we will be returning this only. This will be returned in the end. So this is the case when there is the profit. So this is the first case. Now there is another situation where when there is a loss. So if there is a loss, in that case what happens is that I just made I just and the second condition is if loss, then what I do is I just shift the left pointer to the first to the next position. And in fact, I would shift it all the way till the position where right is there. So I would do this left is equal to right, and right would already move ahead because it is inside the while loop, and just write it outside right plus remove one. So this is the entire code, and you can also initialize the values of profit equal 0 and max profit also equal to 0. But the entire code is this. And we have solved it using the approach of 2 point. First, I will make my left pointer and then I will make my right pointer in the first position. Then what I will do is while the right pointer is less than equal to is less than the length of the prices array which we have got, what we'll do is there are two possible conditions. If it's a profitable transaction, with profit table, and if loss. So if it's a profitable, this case what happens is that the prices, basically how do we write this? If prices of right, which is the next day, greater than the prices of left, which is the previous day, then it will be a profit. And by the way, This is we buy and this is what we sell. Now we are starting off our code. So if this is the case, then I will just log my profit. This profit is equal to prices of right minus prices of left. And also I will make sure if it's the max profit which I've got, max profit is equal to max of max profit uh, profit. And I'll just initially I'll just say profit is 0 and max profit is also 0. So this will just make sure whatever is the max value in these two, it will update to that. And that's about it. So this is when if the it is like that, and if it is a loss, then what I would do is I'll just be left is equal to right, and for this loop outside I need to increase the while also, and for this I have also have to increase the right value. So I'll be right plus equal to, and finally you just return max profit. And let's see into squats. And also I made a mistake. I have to define this as well, which is the else. But this is not like C++. I thought in C++, even if we do not define the else part, in like after if the if is not executed, the die key goes to the else. But in Python, you have to define the else properly. And now I have done that, and now it should work fine. So, and you can see it had worked fine. So thank you so much for watching the video. I'm making coding videos after a long time, and I am also new to the world of coding. So please give me support. Thank you.